Hello everyone and welcome to Nioh. My name is Globku, I'm here with Warak.
Hi, my name is Warak.
This is Magical Impressions. We're trying out this new format where we just live stream and have some live gameplay for you guys. Let me know if you enjoy this type of content. Leave it a like and leave us a comment. We've tried this type of stuff before, but I'm always scared of having longer videos here on Magical Noob because they usually don't do very well. So yeah, your feedback would be most appreciated. And without further ado, this is Nioh. I'm not going to waste any of your time. I'm going to go through the list of features, go through what makes this game great, because I am enjoying it a lot. Now, this is a Souls-like. You've played Dark Souls 2, Warak.
I played.
So you're going to recognize a lot of the structure that this game has. But there are two main things, or rather three, that distinguish this game from a Dark Souls title. Number one is combat. So, combat in Dark Souls really depends on your weapon. It's still the case here, but in Dark Souls you have a ton of different weapons with a ton of different movesets, right?
Yeah.
So in this one you have 5 different weapon types. Not more, not less, just 5 different weapon types.
Just 5, that's the total you can have.
So right now I am hanging out with dual katanas and a spear, and all of the 5 weapons have 3 different stances. You can see on the lower right hand corner there's some icons. Right there, you can see them.
Okay. So,
right.
Would you say there's more depth in this combat compared to Dark Souls?
It's a different sort of depth. Like I can't really say if it's better or worse. It's just different.
Okay.
You do have to think about it differently. Coming into this game, I thought it was really hard until I got a hang of the combat, and now I don't think it's as hard as Dark Souls anymore. There's this height structure. 0 damage.
What is that?
So each level has its own gimmick. This is the gimmick for this level. We have to find out how to deal with these things.
Okay.
Right. So I was talking about the stances. You have mid stance, a high stance, and a low stance. Low stance are fast hits that deal low damage.
Okay.
Mid stance is sort of in between high and low, and it's also usually where you have your parry. So like middle stance, for instance, has a parry, or has a move that blocks and attacks at the same time.
Oh, okay.
So that's the kind of stuff you can find on the mid stance. And high stance is slow attacks, very high damage.
Can you change during combos?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
1, 2, change.
But can you do that really fast, like, or is it normal to be that slow paced when you change stance? Okay.
Yes, definitely. But like, it's not like you're gonna be doing super long combos on enemies, because you got to play a little bit defensive. So usually it's like, okay, I'm gonna land a 3-hit combo on this guy, like 1, 2, 3. While he's recovering, I switch to another stance and land another 3-hit combo.
Okay.
And you can even like mid combo, like sort of kind of fast.
Okay. What varieties of weapons can you get here? Can you get long katanas? You see a bow and arrow.
Yeah. So the ranged weapons, you just press L2 and it equips them right away.
Okay.
So we have a bow and arrow. The arrows decapitate enemies, so that's cool.
Interesting.
They don't always decapitate the enemies. It's how this game does critical strikes.
Okay, that was a lot of them.
Yeah. So on ranged, you have bows. You have a rifle.
A rifle?
Yeah, and you have a hand cannon, which is sort of closer range, huge spread, sort of a shotgun sort of thing.
Yeah. Okay.
For the other weapons, you have a single katana, dual sword, dual katana, a spear, axe or hammer. They both have the same moveset, and kusarigama, which is like a chain with a...
I see. Okay, I see.
Maybe. And then you have ninja skills and Onyo magic. We'll get into that soon. So the level structure is very Dark Souls-like.
Okay.
Like, you're finding shortcuts. You're finding doors that only open from the other side. You're finding, instead of bonfires, you're finding shrines that are sort of your checkpoints. And when you use them, your enemies respawn.
Can I ask, what are those red things on the ground?
Yes, you can. Thanks for noticing that. Like, I'm going to rely on you a lot because I've been seeing this stuff for the past 15 hours or so.
Okay.
So these are players that died in this location.
Okay.
You can see this player was cut down by a skeleton warrior, which was probably the guy that I just fought.
Oh, okay.
This guy also by a skeleton warrior.
So it's like the blood when you see on Dark Souls.
Yes, but on Dark Souls you press the blood and you see sort of a ghost.
Yeah.
Living its last moments. Here, if you click it, it summons an NPC with the actual player's armor and weapons.
Oh, I have to fight them?
And you can fight them.
Interesting.
It's a good way to get used to the combat system, and a good way to sort of farm some souls, or Amrita, I guess it's what it's called in this game.
So I'm seeing he has like a fiery glow on the weapon. Is that something you can use?
He definitely used an item to enchant his weapon.
Okay, cool.
Right. So there's this glow that happens from time to time in combat. Oh, you see this, right?
Okay,
it's glowing.
Yeah.
So if you look at my stamina, whenever I perform a combo, red, it fills up with white, and then I lose the stamina.
I see.
But if I press R1 when it fills up with white, I get my stamina back.
Interesting.
And there's a mechanic that we'll check out later.
It's just like, you know, the Gears of War
active reload system.
Active reload system. Interesting.
You can also recover stamina by dodging, so like that. I think, well, changing stances you have to press R1. So, but if you change a stance, you gain a damage buff. Look at that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it gives you the opportunity to be way more active in your combat.
You think about a lot of stuff that you usually don't think about in these games. Like your mind is constantly thinking about all of these things. At some point, it becomes muscle memory, like the reload stamina system. So you don't worry about it as much as you did at the beginning, but it's definitely a concern. Now, remember, every level has its own gimmick.
Yeah.
The gimmick of this one is those icebergs, and we don't know how to deal with them yet. We're looking for a way to get past that.
Let's
this
talk about...
This door can only be opened from the other side.
Let's talk about, one of important things that we see on Dark Souls games is like the bosses. Do we have bosses, like huge bosses, amazing bosses?
We have very unique bosses for sure. I'll show you two during this live stream, just so you see sort of the range of boss fights that you have. So you see that area, it's sort of like there's something going on there, like spirits flying around or whatever, right? Not this spirit, but like that darker area.
Yeah.
Right. These guys are interesting because you kill them, and now I have a fire buff in my weapon.
Oh, cool. Okay.
And now I have a water buff in my weapon. So these things spawn demons. Oh, this guy.
Oh,
okay.
Okay. That's a huge demon, but they're like themed from. They all look like Japanese themed.
Yeah, a lot of Japanese themes, a lot of Japanese mythology.
Yeah.
For sure. So this game is an amazing combat system, but until that guy runs out of stamina, I can't really use any combos. I have to constantly get in / get out. And some people might not be into that.
Okay. Oh, you lost a lot of health there.
And now he's out of stamina, so I can go fucking crazy.
Oh yeah, yes. Another thing I noticed, you can also see their stamina. That's really interesting. That you can, with that.
Yeah.
With that, you can know when can you attack.
You can know when they're gonna get staggered by your attack. So that guy spawned from that souls thing, right?
Yeah.
So when that happens and you kill that guy, he never spawns again. So now we're gonna use the shrine.
That's to save, right?
Yeah. So if you die, this is where you come back to. And
what else you can do when you save the game? Is there something? Is it similar to Dark Souls?
Yeah, you can level up. You can do some other stuff that I'll show you for sure. So now that thing is gone, but all the other enemies, they respawn.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Okay. So they respawn just like Dark Souls, right?
Just like Dark Souls.
Another thing, you talked about water buff, fire buff. Are elements important in this game?
There are a lot of enemies with elemental affinities for sure, and you will need to pay attention to some of that stuff.
What are you getting? I noticed it's spirit. Is that the thing where you can use to level up?
Yeah, it's called Amrita. It's the equivalent of souls,
okay,
pretty much. So all these doors can only be opened from the other side, which is annoying. Hi! Traps.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Traps are in this game, like ambushes, all that kind of stuff.
All the good stuff. That's a lot of damage there.
Yeah. This game does not joke around. Oh, he created that thing in the ground.
Oh my.
So now, if I'm standing on it, my stamina regenerates so slowly. Look at that.
I can see that.
Okay. So what you can do to clear that stuff up is that stamina recovery thing.
Oh, the stamina recovery clears that?
Yeah, if you do a perfect stamina recovery, it clears that up.
Interesting. That's really
And there are definitely moves that attack the stamina more than damage. So like, for instance, slashing does damage. And also a little bit of stamina. But a kick does more stamina than damage. So you can attack an opponent's stamina if you're so inclined to do so.
Got it. Interesting.
All right, another one of those things.
Also,
and now I kill this guy, I get a fire buff, and now, god damn it, it's still not effective. It's still doing 0 damage, so that's not the gimmick of this level.
Okay, I see now how you're going with that.
And there's some butterflies flying over there. What's up, butterflies?
What?
Fuck you.
Why did you kill butterflies?
Frost butterflies. So now,
Okay, got it.
that's the gimmick of this level. It's so cool because like these are game mechanics that show up for individual levels that never show up again. Like each level is so unique in that way.
That's really
That's
cool.
incredible. And at the start of the stream I said there are 3 things that separate this game from Dark Souls. One of them was combat. We talked about that.
Yeah.
The second one is the level structure, not the architecture, because it's very like Souls, the doors that only open from the other side, all that, but the structure, because Dark Souls is one world that is all interconnected, and Nioh is not one world that is all interconnected. You go back to a hub world and you select a mission.
Okay.
So that's a major difference.
What do you think about that difference? Is it really that important? Do you feel that?
I think it allowed Nioh to create some really unique levels and mechanics that way.
But would you prefer to have like a one world thing where you can travel and everything is connected?
I think it's more impressive in terms of level design to have like a big sort of world, but this I think allows them to make stuff they wouldn't be able to otherwise.
Another thing I want to talk about.
Yeah.
Do you have like abilities where you can use like not magic?
Oh, shit.
Sorry.
Oh, I hate this guy.
Oh, that's
so I have to kill this guy fast.
Kid?
First, he steals my experience.
He's still experienced.
And second, if I don't kill him fast, he turns into a big monster, which I think is the guy that is going to spawn here.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
He turns into this if you don't kill him fast enough.
That's a scary monster.
I just cleaned up the floor by doing the stamina recovery stuff. 1. His moveset is fucking crazy random. Sometimes he punches once, sometimes he punches 3 times, sometimes he just punches twice. Clear that up.
That's a
1,
creepy
2,
monster.
3.
Did the music change when you started fighting this guy? Okay.
It changes in combat for sure.
It did a creepy music song. So I was asking, do you have like abilities? Not kind of. I'm not talking about magic. Do you have like abilities where it does some crazy combo or a crazy attack or something like that?
You have yes. It's going to take a while to talk about it, but basically I have a spirit animal, and I can choose which spirit animal I have. And the spirit animal, when you activate it, you don't have stamina, you don't have health, you just have this other gauge that deals a bunch of damage. Okay. So, for instance, I don't know what's further ahead, so I'm just gonna pull this woman from a distance with a headshot.
Okay.
Come on, come here. Let's use it on her. So, you see next to my health and stamina bar, there's a glowing thing, glowing circle.
Yeah.
So that means my spirit animal is ready.
Oh wow.
So now I have infinite stamina, I can do whatever. If she hits me, that gauge goes down, and I can also use the special move that the animal has.
Oh, that's really cool. It's like a super mode, but you have like various super modes depending on your spirit animal.
So basically your weapons become enchanted with whatever that animal's element is. But other than that, they have like a special attack that is different on each animal. And
Really
again, like the element matters because it counters a lot of other stuff. If chat is saying something that you think it's worth reading, do let me know.
Okay.
I'm just super focused on the game. Besides that, the spirit animal stuff, you have ninja techniques and you have magic techniques, but those are usually more of buffs to your character and less like hey, this disappear in a puff of smoke or whatever.
Okay.
You know, whatever ninjas do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's more like so the magic stuff includes the buffing your weapons, like the other NPC did. He buffed his sword with fire.
Yeah.
And right now I have a water buff because of the butterflies that I just defeated.
Yeah.
So there's an item that coats your sword in fire or coats your sword in.
How do you get those items? Can you just buy them? Can you
Every time you're at a shrine, they refill, but they can also drop.
Okay.
Oh, a mimic! I heard these are random. So mimics are those chests that attack you.
Oh wow.
But in this case, it transforms you into this guy, and I can repeat the emote, and you'll be happy.
What, do you get something?
And now he drops the items that he was gonna drop. Otherwise, I would have to fight him.
Really cool.
This
That's
game
really
uses
cool.
emotes in a couple of interesting ways. It's not just this one. There's other instances where it's really cool. So we kill that butterfly, which means now we can destroy that and progress in the level. First, though, we're going back to the shrine, and I'm gonna show you some of the level up stuff.
Super interesting so far.
All right, so yeah, I have a number of souls or Amrita that I need for the next level, and this is probably my least favorite part, is that body, for instance, it gives me HP, and it's also good for spears. It says so in the bottom. So if I'm a spear guy, I just need body. I just need HP and spear damage, right?
Okay.
I don't need anything else.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what I'm going through, is because I'm a dual sword guy, I've been putting points on skill, which is straight damage for dual swords, and heart, which is life and ki. So you look at all my other stats, like I have skill at 38, heart at 30, everything else is super low.
It's super low.
With the exception of spirit, because we'll get into that in a second. So where should I put a point now? I raise skill and I look, okay, I get a little bit of life, I get more attack on the main weapon, I get a samurai skill point, which is what gives you the new abilities, the combos, the parries, the counters, every ability, even backstab is an ability that you have to buy.
Okay.
So that gives me a samurai skill point. If I put that point on heart, I still get more attack damage on my weapon, not as much. I get life and ki, but I don't get any samurai skill points. So you can preview your choice before you
Interesting.
you commit to it. And then spirit has to do with a spirit animal. So I can choose any of these.
There are a lot of spirit animals.
You gain them over time. You unlock
Okay.
them on side missions mainly. And some of them, like this guy, for example, I could have their ability, but I need 15 spirits. Right?
15. Okay.
15 spirits. Yeah. So I'm going to try a new guy. I never tried this guy. It's
They all give you different abilities, different powers.
yeah. The different buffs for sure.
Different buffs, okay.
And they have a different element, so when you summon them for that special attack, this guy will be doing poison. He also has he reduces damage across the board.
Okay.
He increases my health, so like passive buffs.
So some spirits can be useful in different levels, right?
Definitely, and you can change them anytime on the shrine, and you don't really lose anything.
Okay. Interesting.
We've been getting a lot of items, because that's the last thing that separates this game from a Dark Souls, is the Diablo-like loot system. We've been getting a lot of drops, and you can see like, here's a bunch of swords, here's a bunch of Kurosagamas, which is a bunch of spears, right?
So the color represents rarity.
Yeah, rarity, but I have these things ordered by ability, so dual swords, for example, they're all together, but the one at the top is the most powerful.
Okay.
So that's the one I already have equipped. My melee weapon too is already the top spear. Bow, actually, there's a new bow. Cool. Equip that. No rifle, no headgear. I already have the most powerful, most powerful, most powerful. I don't have the most powerful boots, because if you look up there to the equipment weight, it's green now.
Okay.
And actually, it's still green, so that's awesome. But there are some heavier boots, like that takes it to yellow, so you'll be slower when you do that.
I feel
Yeah, so...
one more thing. Let's talk about magic.
Mm.
What's magic? What can you use magic for?
Okay, yeah, we can look into that for sure. So, when you're at the shrine, you can ready jutsu. And I have readied this scroll, which makes me run faster.
Okay.
And the magic, I actually haven't unlocked any, because I'm waiting for a boss. Actually, I know what this boss does, so I'll unlock some magic for you right now. So right here is where you learn skills for each weapon. And this is where you learn the combos. I have pretty much everything I can have right now on dual swords. Like, hey, here's this technique.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
Okay.
L1 plus triangle. Let's unlock that. Let's unlock something else. Then you have ninjutsu, and you have Onmyo magic. And I'm gonna buy the fire talismans. So now we go to the shrine.
So you don't necessarily need to be a samurai. You can be like a ninja or something. Like
No,
that.
I haven't seen like. It's usually it supports your main weapons. It's
Okay.
not something you can really do on its own.
Okay.
But I've seen some ninja techniques that can only be used when you don't have any weapons, like grabbing an opponent's sword and stabbing him with it.
Oh wow, that's super cool. That's
Yeah,
super
stuff
cool.
like that. So now I have bought this thing, and I can ready this jutsu. I can also, actually I should do that, set that as a shortcut right here. So now every time I rest, I'll get fire talismans and the scroll from ninja. We've been getting a lot of items, so what I usually do with items, you can scrap them for materials for crafting.
Cool.
I don't find crafting very useful in this game, so what I usually do is mark them all and make the offering to the shrine. It finds some items like 7 elixirs and stuff, and gives me a ton of Amrita, the souls.
Oh, okay. So you can give. So, are you sure that crafting is not really that useful here in this game? You're gonna get like super duper amazing weapons.
Every time I went to crafting, there were some upgrades, but I always felt like I'm just gonna get something better at the next level.
Okay,
you know?
okay. You have something really important that you feel we need to talk about.
I think we need to show you a boss.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe we need to show you a gimmick on another level, just so you can see how different they are. I'm gonna try to skip a lot of this stuff just to get to the boss, but I might be killing myself effectively. But
So that's the same problem you have when you try to skip on Dark Souls. You might just die.
if you don't know the level, so I've
Yeah.
already played this level, so I know it. There's a shrine here, so this is a shortcut to the second shrine.
Okay, you already know that. You know.
Yeah.
This level.
These little guys,
Mhm.
they're collectibles. So you find them and you send them back to the shrine, and the more you have, the more blessings you can equip. So like,
wow.
hey, this one, I get more Amrita.
Interesting.
20% more Amrita by selecting that.
I'm finding this game super interesting.
It is like a twist on the Dark Souls formula that it feels very unique for sure. Right. Oh wait.
Because
there,
me and Globku,
yeah.
we love samurais, so we always love samurais and
Oh.
katanas, everything Japanese. So
I knew I had to kill that guy. I think.
ouch.
Oh, you mother! Really?
So those green numbers, is it healing, or what is that?
Wind, I believe.
Wind? Okay.
I think it's this way. Yeah, oh, bitch! I'm
wow.
gonna have to kill her. I can't outrun this broad.
So the last thing.
Luckily, she gets staggered by my attacks.
Okay. So the last thing you want to show us is the boss. Is there anything else you feel we need to know?
It's like I've been playing this game for a while, so a lot of the stuff doesn't pop out to my mind because I've been dealing with it for a while. So I'm sorry if I missed anything, but there's cutscenes, there's a story.
Oh yeah, about the story. Is it like Dark Souls, or it's easier to follow the story?
It's easier to follow for sure, but there's a lot of like real historical characters, like real Japanese personalities that sort of feels like Dynasty Warriors in a way.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Okay, so we're gonna mainline the path
Oh yeah.
to
Oh,
the
another
boss.
thing. You can co-op in this game, right?
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
awesome.
It's a lot easier than Dark Souls actually, because there's a menu that you just hit. Hey, join me up with a friend, and joins you up with a friend.
That's a thing that was really hard to do on Dark Souls, right? It wasn't really
It was
that
hard
easy.
to discover it. I
Yeah.
think after you discover it, you figure it out. Here, there's just a menu.
Okay, awesome. You can also fight each other if you want, right? Or isn't there an option for that?
I'm gonna say I don't know, actually.
So that's something we need to try out for sure.
Crap, the path to the boss is blocked.
So you need to find some.
Oh, easy.
There we go. They actually
This is
give
a
you.
trap. This has got to be a trap. No? Okay.
They actually give you the.
Yeah, you can look at the radar and see where you need to go at all times. see the line?
Okay, yeah.
So that means it's that way, and this is the boss.
Okay, let's see a boss now.
Yeah, I might not defeat this boss, because it's a tough boss. It's very fast-paced. First time you come here, there's a cutscene and all that.
But we don't want to spoil anyone.
No, we're gonna stay away from story spoilers.
Yeah.
Shit.
So that's Yuki Onna.
Yuki. So Yuki is snow. Onna is woman. So
okay.
You don't really know who this person is until the end of the fight.
Sadly, Yuki is not here, so he would love this character. Like has like almost the same name exactly.
Look how fast this is. I gotta get in and get out super fast.
Okay, I see. So you've been using medium or just fast attacks?
Medium usually.
Is that your like almost main stance?
Yeah, I use it a lot.
Does it mean you're not using a lot of techniques, just like doing like...
You don't have time to use techniques on bosses, unless they run out of stamina.
Okay. You can like try to do that, right? Just get rid of their stamina and then do like amazing attacks.
Like, but I haven't been able to land a kick. Maybe I can actually. Oh fuck!
So the healing system is it the same as Dark Souls? You can like drink a potion or something.
Yeah, and it refills the potions when you're at the shrine. Shit.
Oh wow,
stamina! No!
Oh wow, there was a lot of damage. That was amazing.
You can't block that attack, by the way. You have to dodge that.
That was an amazing attack.
And this one depletes your stamina if you try to block it for too long. 1, 2, 1, 2. Shit.
Yeah, you don't really have a lot of time to
do any techniques.
But she's almost out of stamina.
No.
Oh wow, that was so close.
That shit does so much damage. You have no idea. Okay, so she's a nice boss. Gonna use my magic.
Oh wow!
And get stabbed.
That was your amazing abilities to get stabbed. So there's the orange numbers are the extra damage you're doing. Is that it?
Yeah. So that's fire.
Yeah.
Actually.
Okay.
Shit.
That's a lot of damage to your stamina.
Stamina. All right, let's call the bull.
Oh wow. Now it would
and she depleted my fucking health. All right. She depleted that immediately. Ugh.
Would you say like a fire spirit would be bad in this situation?
Probably, yeah. Probably would do some extra damage. Look at that. I died a lot to this boss the first time. We are a bit over leveled for this. Just for the case of showing, for the purpose of showing the stream, you know.
There we go. I think we saw a lot of this game, and it made me really interested.
Here's the thing: I don't think you have, because you've seen one mission with one gimmick. I'm gonna show you another mission. We're not gonna complete it. Just gonna show you the gimmick what you sort of have to do, just so you understand like how different these missions are from each other.
Okay.
Like it's amazing how creative they get to be, because it's not all interconnected. So this is the hub world. I'm not really sure how far into the game I am.
Okay. So is this the whole map? This whole thing is the whole map of the game?
I've just unlocked this region.
Okay.
So there's probably more, right? There's space in that menu for more.
Yeah.
We're going to a lower level mission. Is this the mines? Yes.
So yeah, once again, this is difference from Dark Souls. It's not like a whole world here where you can walk around. You have this map where you can just select these different missions.
Jump from level to level for sure.
Exactly.
Then there's a bunch of side missions as well, which sometimes they work like the main mission levels where they have a structure and architecture and you have to open shortcuts and that. But it's usually smaller spaces. They're not as big. You don't run all over the place. And or sometimes it's incredible gimmicks where a character from the story says, "I challenge you to a duel," and it's just a duel.
Okay.
Or it's just the demons are invading this town, and it's just you go to a bridge and you just fight a whole bunch of demons at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah. So here we are. This is another level, and we go forward.
Where was that machine over there?
Yeah.
Is that something?
What was that machine? So that's the gimmick you have to discover.
Okay.
So this place is filled with poison. This cat helps you out sometimes. He talks to you.
Cute. Neko-chan.
Your character is called William. He's a pirate.
William, just
Yeah.
William. Okay.
You start in prison because you're a pirate. You get out of prison to save a friend, and you come to Japan. While you're traveling to Japan, you pick up a notebook and start reading about this warrior, and that's how you learn how to be samurai.
Okay, that's how you learn to be the true, the last samurai.
Yeah. How many different guardian spirits are there? So right now I have a bunch of them, and I haven't gotten the achievement to collect all the guardian spirits yet. So let's be Batman.
Batman? Oh, that's a bat. Okay.
So he's a paralysis animal. So there's attacks that do paralysis, and
Will those paralysis work on bosses?
if you build up enough of the meter, for sure. There's your head.
Yeah, that's a headshot.
Okay, so first time I played this, I was like, okay, let's go this way. Uh-oh.
Oh. Was that on purpose?
Then
Is
trap.
that your first time here? No, that's not your first time. So you're poisoned right now.
And now I'm poisoned because I fell down there, but I'm full of antidotes. And that's another thing, like, in Souls games, I rarely use items. You get so many items in here that I just feel like it's such a waste not to use this. I'm always like full on antidotes, full on bombs. I'm throwing shit everywhere all the time.
Also, your healing potions, do you get to increase the number?
I never went above 8. So when you rest at a shrine, it gives you 3.
Okay.
Everything else is stuff that you pick up. And when it's above 8, it goes to a storehouse. So when you die, it starts taking from that storehouse.
Oh, okay. I got it.
So this is a machine like the one that you saw at the beginning. But this is not active. So you activate it. Poison goes away.
Oh, okay.
But
there we go.
it's only temporary.
It's temporary. I have to
Yeah.
be super careful.
So you have to
That's
find
fast.
the source of the poison.
Oh, that's the source. Oh, okay. There we go.
So that's the gimmick of this level.
Super.
Yeah. And this level will have another boss fight that is also completely different from the one we just did. It's actually very closely tied to this. Actually, let's just go down there. It's actually very closely tied to. Fuck. Oh, good.
Nothing. Fall. It just fell. Fall damage.
There is the fall damage. It's the boss mechanic is actually very closely tied to this poison mechanic that you see in this game, in this level. So yeah, each level has its own theme, its own gimmick, and here's another place full of poison. So you get up here and you try to find where's the source, and then you find the source. Oh, the source is right there.
And you you can use your arrow. Our arrows, they're scarce in this game.
No, I just used a lot, and I won't get back to full arrows for a while, but
It's not as scarce as in
they're not
Dark
super
Souls.
scarce. So by destroying that thing, you've effectively opened up a shortcut, because now when you start the level, which is right here, you can now go directly that way. See? And it's that Dark Souls structure. That's what I'm talking about.
You're talking about.
That's what I'm talking about.
So is there another thing that you feel you need to tell us for sure? Because I've seen so much about this game. We already know a lot of this game.
Yeah, I definitely don't want to ruin any more levels for you guys. I will maybe go check out a side mission, which is just the duels, just so you see like how interesting side missions can be as well.
Are side missions important? Do you feel they're fun to do? Do you have the need? Do you have the feeling you need to do those side missions?
Sometimes, so I started by just doing the main missions, and then the main missions started to out-level me.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, let's do some side missions. And some of them I don't like, so this is the mine level that we just were in. And you can see there's a side mission there too.
Okay.
I don't like this.
Okay.
Because it's on the exact same location, and sometimes it's just do the same level, but from the end to the beginning. And that's not very fun.
Yeah, that's not very fun.
3 Angry Gods.
When I see that, what are those people there?
So these are characters, and they're the ones asking you to go on the thing. This is the actual side mission on a boat that I talked about. Bone Bridge. Thank you for coming. I received word from one of the villages in my domain at the darkest night. Bandits appear out of nowhere. And stream the text. I assembled the strongest samurai, but they died. This is it's a bridge mission that I want, but it's not that bridge mission.
Okay. So the ones with the check mark are the ones that you've already done.
Yeah.
They're done. Okay.
Yeah. So like this one, for instance, there's a main mission here. There's 2 sub-missions on the same location. Like, I'm not a big fan of that.
Yeah,
Like, 'cause even though the enemy placements are different, I haven't done this one. Okay. The enemy places are different. Okay, a giant ghost has appeared on the bridge. Perfect.
That's it. That's a giant ghost.
The enemy placements are different. They change the locations of the shrines. They put stuff in different places. But you're playing on the same level, so I'm not a big fan of that, and I try to stay away from those missions if possible.
Got it.
I just hit level 70, which is actually the level of the next main mission, so when I get home, I'm done playing side missions for a while. Look at all these graves!
Oh my god.
There's a ghost fighting in this place. So this is a different type of boss fight. Because it's
he
actually...
just attacks you right away.
Yeah, because it's actually like, you can have that axe. You can have that moveset. And these guys usually block a lot of your attacks. So you gotta start thinking differently on how to tackle this. You gotta start thinking like, okay,
Oh my god.
I tried to parry, but my timing on parries. I'm gonna try to parry and probably die doing it.
Must be super hard to... Oh god, yeah. That's a lot of...
X does a lot of damage.
So if he blocks a lot, it's easy to get rid of his stamina, right?
Yeah, all your attacks, I recommend switching to high stance. That depletes a lot of your stamina, but it will do the same for his.
He does really a lot of damage. I like the music. I like the soundtrack.
Yeah, it's good. Ah, the kick will deplete that fucking stamina.
What happens when it's like over? Oh, there we go.
Oh, I almost fell.
How long does it take for him to recover?
Bam. That's a riposte. No. Okay, he doesn't fall.
That's amazing.
Let's use our ninja scroll when we have some
Batman.
space.
Turn into Batman.
It's not shining, so I can't yet. So our ninja scroll makes us faster.
Oh yeah. Okay. Oh wow.
And it's fire swords.
That's super awesome. It's super cool.
That was a good combo.
He has a lot of health.
And
too.
bam on the ground and get on his
fun.
back, and these motherfuckers show up.
Oh, by the way, another thing, you can lock on the target.
Yeah, I've been locking on this whole stream. No, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to eat. Oh yeah, he also pulls out a bow. Alright, it's multiple enemies, so I'm gonna pull out the spear, because it's better for multiple.
Okay, I see.
And back to the sword, because those guys are dead now. He buffs himself, so he has sort of an iron body where he doesn't flinch with your attacks. But that buff runs out. You can see...
I can see the buffs he has. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
I really don't want to finish this without a parry. Shit.
That's gonna be super hard.
Okay, that's your stamina.
Oh wow, two of those attacks.
The first one didn't hit fully. Now he's gonna buff himself.
Oh, he's hitting too? What did he eat? Another buff?
An attack buff, yeah.
Okay. And he died.
Alright, we're not gonna defeat this guy. I wanted to show off a parry, but yeah, sometimes you just can't. Yeah, so as you level up, as you gain samurai skill points, you unlock all these different techniques, so you become like... your moveset increases, and if you're getting bored with a weapon, you can always switch to the next one, even though it's not going to be as upgraded, because you need to spend a lot of points. Like, I can buy this thing, I can buy... For instance, with a spear, high stance only. Follows up a combo with a flurry of powerful blows, fiercely thrusting the enemy 5 times. So right now, on the spear on high stance, I only have square, 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 probably.
So you can also buy different abilities for different stances.
So yeah, so that's what I have with the combo. If I buy this, he finishes the combo with that.
That's amazing. That's really cool.
That's the type of stuff that you can find. So
really
yeah, you have this instead of having like 100 weapons with different movesets. That's the main difference. And that's Nioh, I guess. It's really cool. I'm loving it. I'm definitely gonna finish this game. when I get the chance.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna if I have a chance, I'm gonna go home and try this game out. It looks really cool. And if you have a chance, we can try to play together sometime.
Yeah, definitely. How long did it take to get to level 70? I would say around 15 hours, but I'm really bad at tracking time. And I don't even know if I'm close to the end. There's nothing to really indicate how close I am. But there's an achievement for reaching level 100.
And we don't want to spoil ourselves, so.
I still have, like, if the trophy list has a bunch of hidden trophies that I guess are story related, and there's a lot of them still, so I'm probably nowhere near. There's a lot of content here, for sure. A lot of stuff.
Awesome.
Thanks for watching, guys. Leave us a like. Let us know if you mind these longer videos, because I've just been giving you information. Like, just haven't stopped talking about the game. I don't feel like I've wasted your time, and that's really my goal, is give you some quick and compressed impressions as quick as we can, because
that's the point of these.
There's a lot to this game that needed to be discussed. Thanks, Warak.
Thank you for inviting me to see this amazing game.
You can press the stop streaming button.
I'm gonna press the stop streaming button. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye. I love you all.